4 essential food-based vitamins for energy, performance, and vitality. If your penis doesn't get as hard as before, if you feel constantly tired, if you avoid intimacy not by choice but because your body just won't cooperate. According to statistics from NSHAP, the National Social Life, Health and Aging Project sponsored by the National Institutes of Health, one of the most comprehensive studies on men's health after 60 in America, 7 out of every 10 men over 60 experience erectile dysfunction, and 6 out of 10 report a complete loss of sexual desire. These aren't just cold statistics. They represent millions of American men who are losing what they consider the most essential part of themselves, the ability to feel like a real man. What's most concerning is that 90% of them think this is just getting older and there's nothing they can do about it, when in reality, the cause might simply be a deficiency in essential vitamins their body is desperately craving. Today, I'm going to reveal the exact 4 most essential food-based vitamins that every man over 60 should supplement, and how they can restore your natural erectile function, boost testosterone, and bring your energy back to life. All are backed by serious scientific research. Stay with me because in just a moment, for each vitamin, I'll also reveal the most dangerous mistakes that most men make when using these vitamins, and how to avoid them starting tonight. As always, if you have any questions or concerns, please comment below and I'll help answer them to the best of my ability. Before we dive into the main content, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel as soon as possible, because all the information I share here is designed to help improve your health and provide beneficial knowledge that's appropriate for your age group. Vitamin D Circulation Spark Plug. Let's start with the first vitamin, the most important key to restoring blood circulation and natural erectile function in men over 60. Your body uses this to produce easily, especially when you spend time outdoors. But as we age, levels drop dramatically, and with it your circulation, energy, and performance. I'm talking about vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin. But for you, it could be the foundation for regaining your strength and confidence. Many men want to be intimate with their partners, but their bodies just won't cooperate anymore. They still have the desire and still have the feelings, but their physical response isn't what they expect. This isn't a sign of old age or weakness. It's a signal that your body is lacking this essential vitamin. Vitamin D is one of the most underrated nutrients when it comes to men's health after 60. The MRS study, the Osteoporotic Fractures in Men study, followed nearly 6,000 men over 60 and discovered why vitamin D is essential for male sexual desire. Vitamin D works like a master switch for your blood vessels. When you have enough vitamin D, it stimulates nitric oxide production. This crucial molecule helps blood vessels relax and improves blood flow to every part of your body, including the areas most important to your masculinity. This doesn't just improve circulation, it also boosts overall energy and intimate capacity. What's alarming is that nearly 65% of men over 60 have severe vitamin D deficiency, and this rises to 80% in men over 75. Here are the most dangerous mistakes most men make when using vitamin D. The first and most harmful mistake is taking high doses without getting a blood test. Many people think more is better and take 10,000 or even 20,000 IU daily. This can cause serious kidney stones, irregular heartbeat, and even be life-threatening. The second mistake is taking vitamin D on an empty stomach or just with water. This is a fat-soluble vitamin, meaning that, without fat, your body only absorbs 10–20%. You're wasting 80% of your money. The third mistake I constantly see is not taking magnesium alongside it. Vitamin D needs magnesium to work correctly. Without it, you'll get muscle cramps, fatigue, and potentially worse problems. The fourth mistake is not telling your doctor when you're taking blood pressure or heart medications. Vitamin D can increase the effects of these drugs, causing dangerously low blood pressure. And the final mistake is expecting immediate results and giving up after 2–3 weeks. Vitamin D needs time to build up in your body, usually 3–6 months, to see clear benefits. So how do you avoid these dangerous mistakes? First, always get a blood test before starting. The ideal vitamin D level in your blood is 30-50 ng/ml and never exceed 4,000 IU daily unless directed by your doctor. Second, always take vitamin D after a meal containing fat, maybe after breakfast with eggs and butter, or after dinner with fish and olive oil. If nothing else, at least take it with a glass of whole milk. Third, remember to supplement with magnesium, about 200 to 400 milligrams daily, and vitamin K2, about 100 milligrams, to help your body use vitamin D effectively and prevent calcium from building up in the wrong places. Fourth, if you're taking any medications, you must tell your doctor, especially blood pressure and heart medications. And finally, be patient for at least 3-6 months, tracking weekly improvements in energy levels, sleep, and overall health. So what's the practical solution? Getting it from natural sources is best and safest. You still need 15-20 minutes of morning sunlight when UV rays aren't too strong, but more importantly, supplements from natural foods that anyone can find. Fresh salmon contains significant amounts of vitamin D3, about 400-200 IU per 100 grams. Tuna provides about 200 IU. But especially, there's one natural vitamin D source most people overlook: mushrooms, white button mushrooms, shiitake, or portobello mushroom. Eggs from pasture-raised chickens. Not necessarily expensive free-range ones, just ones that get regular sunlight, can provide 40-80 IU each. Regular milk fortified with vitamin D naturally provides about 120 IU per cup. But as powerful as vitamin D is, it can only take you so far, because even when blood flows well, your body still needs a special mineral to maintain that energy and turn it into real strength. That's precisely the second mineral we're going to talk about right now, something many men don't know can determine their testosterone levels. Zinc, the testosterone booster. Zinc is your testosterone powerhouse. This is one of the most powerful minerals the male body needs to maintain hormones and energy, but it's also the one that most men over 60 are deficient in without even knowing it. When your body lacks zinc, the first thing affected is your ability to produce testosterone. Sexual desire gradually declines, not overnight but slowly, making many men think it's just getting older. Energy also drops, leaving you feeling persistently tired, even when you haven't done anything strenuous. Even your ability to concentrate suffers, making work more difficult and leaving you feeling down more often. A study published in the journal Nutrition followed men from ages 20 to 80 and found a direct connection between zinc levels in the blood and testosterone. The role of zinc in the male body is truly remarkable. First, zinc directly participates in testosterone production in the testicles. Without enough zinc, the Leydig cells, the cells responsible for making testosterone, can't function effectively. Second, zinc powerfully supports your immune system, helping your body fight inflammation and oxidative stress, factors that can reduce testosterone. Third, zinc improves sperm quality, not just in quantity but also in movement and shape. How zinc works in men over 60 is especially important. As we age, our ability to absorb zinc from food decreases significantly, while our need for it actually increases because our bodies are dealing with more stress. Zinc acts as a catalyst for over 300 enzymes in your body, many of which are directly related to hormone production. Zinc's impact on hormones and energy is even more powerful than what we see on paper. Zinc doesn't just increase testosterone, it helps your body use that hormone more effectively. It improves prostate function, enhances libido, and can even improve erectile function in men who are zinc deficient. Here are the dangerous mistakes most men make when using zinc. The first mistake is taking the wrong dosage. Many people think more is better, but taking over 40 mg of zinc daily can actually be toxic and interfere with copper absorption, another essential mineral your body needs. The second mistake is taking it at the wrong time. Zinc should be taken on an empty stomach for optimal absorption, but if it upsets your stomach, you can take it with a light snack. Never take it with calcium or iron supplements because they compete for absorption. The third mistake is food interactions. Caffeine, phytates in whole grains, and tannins in tea can significantly reduce zinc absorption. The innovative solution for zinc supplementation from natural foods is actually simple and effective. Oysters are the king of zinc-rich foods. Just 6 medium oysters can provide nearly 30 mg of zinc, 3 times your daily need. But if you don't like oysters, don't worry. Lean beef provides about 4 milligrams of zinc per 100 grams and chicken thighs about 2-3 milligrams. Roasted pumpkin seeds are an excellent source for vegetarians. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds provides about 2 mils of zinc. Black beans and mung beans provide 1-2 mils per cooked cup. Crab and shrimp are also good choices with 3-5 mins per 100 grams. Now, before we continue with the third vitamin, I want to take a moment to connect with you. If you're finding this information helpful, please hit that like button to let me know I'm on the right track. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you won't miss other helpful videos I'll be sharing. Your health is the top priority, and I want to be part of your journey. Zinc is powerful for boosting testosterone, but testosterone alone isn't enough. Because even when your hormones are at optimal levels, your body still needs energy to turn those hormones into real action. That's when the energy generator, vitamin B12, comes into play. Vitamin B12, the energy generator. This ranks among the most essential vitamins that men over 60 need to pay attention to, because B12 deficiency can cause profound effects that you might mistake for typical signs of aging. Let's talk about symptoms that many men over 60 experience without knowing the real cause. Chronic fatigue is the first and most obvious sign. Not the kind of tired you feel after a hard day's work, but persistent exhaustion even when you've got a full 8 hours of sleep. You wake up in the morning but feel like you haven't rested at all. Memory decline is another telltale sign. You forget simple things, have trouble concentrating at work, or feel foggy in your thinking. And especially important for what we're discussing today, B12 deficiency can lead to a significant decrease in sexual desire, because your body simply doesn't have enough energy to maintain these functions. Research published in the Journal of Pharmacy Practice and Research shows that B12 deficiency rates in people over 60 range from 20 to 40%, with higher rates in men. The biological role of B12 in your body is truly amazing and complex. Its primary function is to convert food into usable energy. B12 works like a master key for your metabolism, helping your body break down proteins, carbohydrates, and fats into actual energy. Without enough B12, no matter how much you eat, your body can't efficiently use that energy source. Second, B12 plays a crucial role in creating healthy red blood cells. Red blood cells are like delivery trucks that carry oxygen to every cell in your body, including your muscles, brain, and reproductive organs. When you're B12 deficient, the red blood cells produced are incomplete, larger than usual, but less effective at carrying oxygen. This leads to deep fatigue and reduced overall physical capacity. Third, B12 directly supports your nervous system and brain function. It helps maintain the myelin sheath that surrounds nerve fibers, ensuring nerve signals are transmitted accurately and quickly. The biggest problem men over 60 face is that B12 absorption decreases significantly with age. This is an unavoidable physiological challenge. As we get older, our stomachs produce less acid, and stomach acid is essential for releasing B12 from food. At the same time, our stomachs also produce less intrinsic factor, a special protein necessary for B12 absorption. Why are older adults more prone to deficiency? Beyond absorption issues, many men over 60 also take acid-reducing medications for heartburn, and these drugs further reduce B12 absorption ability. Other contributing factors include metformin for diabetes, digestive problems, and even chronic stress. The food-based solution for B12 needs to be practical and effective. Natural B12 sources come mainly from animal products. Lean beef, especially beef liver, is the richest B12 source, with over 70 max per 100 grams, 30 times your daily need. But if you don't like liver, grilled salmon provides about 4 grams per 5 mix per 100 grams, and tuna about 3 mix. Chicken, especially dark meat like thighs, provides about 1-2 mix. Each egg contains about 0.5 mix chicken, and a cup of milk provides about 1 mg. B12 creates amazing energy, but here's the problem. Most men don't realize it. Energy and hormones are only part of the picture. Your body also needs to be protected from invisible enemies that are silently destroying everything you've just built. It's often called the fertility vitamin, but its impact goes far beyond reproduction. In fact, without it, your testosterone and circulation may already be declining. Let's take a closer look. Vitamin E, the protector. Why is vitamin E especially essential for men over 60? As we age, our bodies accumulate more and more damage from free radicals, harmful molecules created by stress, pollution, processed foods, and even normal metabolism. This damage doesn't just affect your skin or muscles, it directly impacts your circulatory system and hormone production ability. Vitamin E works like a protective shield, preventing this damage and helping maintain optimal body function. Research published in scientific reports on vitamin E's impact on hormones has revealed important findings. Vitamin E's antioxidant mechanism works by neutralizing free radicals before they can damage cells. Specifically, vitamin E protects the unsaturated fatty acids in cell membranes, keeping cell membranes flexible and functioning well. This is especially important for cells in blood vessels and reproductive organs, helping improve circulation and male sexual function. Vitamin E protects blood vessels and improves circulation by preventing LDL cholesterol oxidation, a significant cause of artery blockages. Healthy blood vessels mean better circulation to every part of your body, including your reproductive organs. Supporting hormone production is an equally important effect. Vitamin E protects the cells responsible for producing testosterone from oxidative damage. When these cells are healthy, they can produce testosterone more effectively. But here are the dangerous misconceptions about vitamin E you need to avoid. The first mistake is not understanding the difference between synthetic and natural vitamin E. Synthetic vitamin E, usually labeled dal-alpha-tocopherol, only provides one form of vitamin E, while natural sources provide 8 different forms working together. Your body uses natural vitamin E twice as effectively as the synthetic form. The second mistake is taking too high a dose. Many people think more is better, but doses over 400 IU daily can cause side effects like bleeding, and it's hazardous when interacting with blood-thinning medications like warfarin. Vitamin E can enhance the effects of these drugs, leading to serious bleeding risks. That's why the safest and most effective vitamin E-rich food sources always come from natural sources. Almonds are an excellent source, with about 7 milligrams of vitamin E in 1 ounce of almonds, meeting nearly half your daily needs. Sunflower seeds provide about 10 milligrams per ounce. Extra virgin olive oil isn't just good for cooking, it also provides about 2 mg per tablespoon. Dark leafy greens like spinach and kale provide about 2.3 mg per cooked cup. What's special is that these foods don't just provide vitamin E, they also support testosterone production effectively, through other mechanisms. Almonds provide zinc and magnesium, and olive oil provides monounsaturated fats that are good for hormones. The comprehensive impact on mood, motivation, and life purpose is also very important. When your body is protected from oxidative stress, your brain functions better, your mood is more stable, and you feel more motivated in life. Now you might be wondering, what happens when you combine all 4 of these vitamins? Can they work together to create results beyond imagination? The answer will surprise you, because this isn't a simple addition, where 1 + 1 = 2. This is multiplication. The benefit of combining these vitamins is that they work like a team. Each vitamin takes on a different role but supports the others. Vitamin D opens the pathway for blood circulation. Zinc provides the raw materials for testosterone. B12 creates the energy to power everything, and vitamin E protects the entire system from damage. Important considerations when combining them include timing. You shouldn't take them all at once because they may compete for absorption, and dosage. You need to adjust appropriately for each individual's body. The unexpected effectiveness of combining these 4 vitamins is truly remarkable. We have a complete energy quadrangle. The synergistic effect between the vitamins creates results that are many times greater than those of using them individually. Vitamin D and E work together to improve blood circulation. B12 and zinc collaborate to boost energy and hormones, while all 4 contribute to improving mood and confidence. I still remember the story of Thomas, a 69-year-old retired engineer. After 8 weeks of applying the complete 4-vitamin regimen from food sources, he was able to play tennis again with his friends, participate in community activities with abundant energy, and, most importantly, feel a deeper connection with his wife. "I don't just feel physically healthy," he said, "but I feel like a real man again." But if you understand the power of combining these 4 vitamins together to create maximum effectiveness, it would be a genuine oversight if you don't know how to apply them in a specific daily routine. Let me give you a simple practical schedule you can start tomorrow. In the morning, spend 15-20 minutes outside getting gentle sunlight, maybe while drinking your coffee or reading the paper. This is the most natural way for your body to synthesize vitamin D. For breakfast, include a B12 source, like scrambled eggs, a glass of fresh milk, or, if you prefer, some smoked salmon on toast. About 30 minutes after breakfast is a good time to supplement zinc with a handful of roasted pumpkin seeds or a piece of lean beef if you have a light breakfast. Lunch is the ideal time for vitamin EA, green salad with extra virgin olive oil sprinkled with sliced almonds or sunflower seeds. You can also add spinach or kale to stir-fries or soups. The expected results will come in predictable stages. In the first 2-3 weeks, you'll notice improved energy levels, no more heavy afternoon fatigue. In weeks 4 to 6, concentration and memory will become clearer, and you can play with your grandchildren longer without feeling exhausted. From week 6-8, bigger changes begin to appear. More interest and connection with your partner, returning confidence, and an overall vitality you may not have felt in years. If you've followed along this far, I want to tell you something, not as an expert, but as a friend who understands that you've been on a long journey in life. You've lived fully, built a family, contributed to society, and created meaningful legacies. Your questions about health and your body's capabilities aren't signs of weakness. They're proof that you're still fighting, still wanting to live fully and meaningfully. What we've discussed today: vitamin D for circulation, zinc for testosterone, B12 for energy, and vitamin E for protection. These aren't just nutrients. They're your companions to help you continue writing your story with strength, confidence, and love for the most important people in your life. So I want to ask you this: if you could feel like yourself again, if you could wake up each morning with energy and excitement, if you could connect deeply with those you love once more, that would bring me tremendous joy and pride as someone who creates and shares this content. If this video has brought you value, please like and share it so other men can have the opportunity to receive this information too. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss other helpful content. I'll see you in the following video.